Alright, I'm back with part 3 on making a jewelry box. I've been thinking on it, and I think I'm just gonna make this box for my stepdad. I was supposed to make him one for his birthday last March, and I never got around to it. So I think I'm gonna dedicate this one to him. I think he'll like it. Plus, I've got these that I've been dying to use. He's a hunter. He's an avid hunter, fisherman. So I think I'm going to use one of these as a handle to kind of open it with. I also have ordered a bunch of different things. I was going to go with silver, silver hardware on it, hinges and the like, but I got these also recently in the mail. You know, you just latch it there. The latch would be back here, like the bottom piece, and then this right here is the top piece, and you just fold this down and latch it to kind of keep it shut. So I think I'm gonna put that on. Actually, it's actually a perfect fit too. So I think I'm gonna do that. So got this to put on. I got some hinges to put on. I'll put my hinges on. I'm gonna put the latch on. I've got corner protectors somewhere. I've got corner protectors. They're in my drawer over there. I'll have to grab them. But I'm gonna put this handle on. So we'll get everything together, and I'll be back. All right. So I've got my corner protectors. I've got these, and I've got these, which I think are a little too small for this big box. I don't think. I mean, they'd look good if they were bigger. I just wish they were a little bit bigger. So, let's say I had them on here. That's kind of how they would look. And they just look a little too small. In fact, them other ones, they're bigger than this, but even they look a little too small. But most of what I buy, they're all like the same size, or this size. I bought these and I have not used them yet because they're just so small. I need to make a little tiny box. That's what I need to do. Let me get these put back. So I think we'll go with these. I think they'll look the best. I'm gonna lose some screws. I think they're gonna look the best once they're all the way around, and then I'll have the deer antler somewhere on top. So let me go ahead and get these corner protectors put on, and then we'll get to the hinges. All right, we're gonna start. These things come kind of opened up. I like to open them up just a little bit if they're not. I've got my screw on the end of this screwdriver here. Normally, you know, when you're screwing things in, you want to take a drill and make a little hole, but these are so tiny, I don't see the point. So I'm gonna make sure it's right on this corner. I need a tiny little, like a little tiny screwdriver, like electric screwdriver. That might be my next investment. All right, down it goes. Let's get another one. Do this other side. These can be tricky. Oh gosh. Screw that one down. Okay, here's that one. Alright, and then, let me go ahead and take that off. Then I've got the sides that I've got to put screws in. So let me get some more screws here. Oh, wrong bag. so glad this is magnetic. It helps tremendously. Get that started. Yeah, but I'm sorry that I gotta apologize for taking so long to get all these videos of this out. I bought a truck about a week ago, and I test drove it for about an hour. It ran great, did fine. I checked the oil when I was finished test driving it. It looked fine. I put the oil cap and dipstick are the same on this, and I put the oil cap back on, and he had said it was loose, and they had it tightened up. They had like a rag over the tube, and then the cap on that to keep it kind of tight, and I guess I didn't get it tight enough. And driving home 10 minutes down the road, I paid the guy. It was just a beat up truck. I just needed it to haul lumber, things like that. And so $580, 10 minutes down the road, the motor catches fire. The oil cap came loose, sprayed oil everywhere, caught my motor on fire. I pulled into a side road. Luckily, when I ran to the house next door, they seen what was going on. They handed me a fire extinguisher. I grabbed it, ran, put the fire out. It melted some things. It definitely melted some things. But I went to a junkyard, got some parts, and it's running. It's running like it was. It was running before. It just melted my throttle cable, and I couldn't go anywhere. So I've been working on that too. So I've been a little slow on finishing this, but this is now done. So I just want to push these ends back down like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of these corners, and I'll be back. So this is the thing about buying these corner protectors and the legs and things like that I use. You normally get 4, 8, 16 pieces, however many you order, but a lot of times they don't send you enough screws. So each one takes 4 screws. 4 times 5, that's 20 screws. How many did they give me? Let's see, 4, 8, they gave me 9 screws. Why are you gonna give me 9 screws for 4 corner protectors that take 4 screws each? I mean, it shouldn't even be an odd number to begin with. How do you get that wrong? So anyway, thankfully, I don't want to have to do this, but I've got this bag of screws that go to my other stuff, but whatever. I'm just gonna have to use what I have since they shorted me. I'll have to leave a review for them on that. Maybe they'll send me my screws if I leave them a review. But anyway, I almost finished putting these on. I'm gonna get these last 2. Oh yeah, something else that I meant to mention is I haven't made this last video. Well, I think there'll probably be another video after this, just polishing it up and making it look real good. But anyway, I haven't gotten to this video because my truck, burning on me, catching on fire, and I've been sick. What is it, February 23rd, 2024? I've been sick for like 4 or 5 days. Just not feeling okay. I don't feel okay today, but I've got to get this done. I can't keep putting this video off. Get 2 of 4 parts done, and basically all you've created is a box that, well, just a box. And just open the lid like this. That's it. Ta-da! All done. But anyway, just thought I'd share that. I'm sitting here putting these screws in, these corner protectors, and I keep thinking about, the 9 screws that came with these 4 corner protectors, and I needed 20 screws. 9 screws. I keep thinking about the guy whose job that is. Is it a guy that just like push the screws in, or is it a machine? If it's a guy, I just keep thinking about those videos of, they had one job. Dude, you had one job. Just grab me a handful of screws, throw them in. I mean, they're just screws. If you put too many in, no biggie. I mean, if it's my business, I would want to make sure that my customer has more than enough versus not enough at all to finish the project. God, that part of the wood is hard. That's good though. That part of the wood was hard. That's what she said. Right? But yeah, dude had one job. So somebody reached out to me on Instagram. I may have mentioned it in another video. I can't remember. But she wanted a box for her son. I've been making, you know, mainly just like jewelry boxes that for women and stuff like that. I had been thinking about doing a box for men or boys, whatever, but I hadn't done it yet. And she requested one, and I made her one. You can check it out on any of my socials: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you know, whatever. It's got a lightning bolt on top. It's the only one with a lightning bolt on top. But I sent it off the other day. It should be arriving there today. So she's supposed to send me a reaction video when they open it, and I'm gonna post that here. But I'm really excited to see his reaction, see what he thinks. You know, I throw him a couple little goodies in there. I didn't have much. I had some flint rocks. I put in there. What else did I put in there? I put his little lock in a little bag like that and put it in there. But I mean, it comes with that. But I put something else in there. Oh, some stickers. I made some stickers with my logo and threw in there. But yeah, I can't wait to see his reaction on that. I worked on that thing for quite a while. So there those are, all done. So next, we want to decide which part of the lid we want to be the back and which part we want to be the front. I think we established this is going in the back. It just looks like a back part. And then which part of the box is going to be the front. So that's got a lot of pretty green in it. And then that side doesn't have as much. So I think I want that to be the front right there. So I'm going to take that, get it lined up. And it don't line up perfectly, but I can fix that later. You won't even be able to tell. So if you can see here, it doesn't quite, crap, it's gonna be tough. So it should be like this, but there's like a space right there. But I can fix that. No problemo. I run into that problem all the time because I do everything by hand. I don't have all these fancy measurement devices and things like that to make sure things are just exactly 100% precise. I eyeball a lot of stuff. I just measure and cut, you know, and whatever problems I run into because of it, I fix along the way. I don't have fancy equipment. I don't have any kind of machines that cut things exactly perfect. I've got cheap machines that I bought. I got that table saw and a router and a bunch of wood for $100. I mean, I'm on a budget here. So I get what I can get. If it'll cut, if it'll do what it's supposed to, great. But, you know, I don't know, like that table saw, I don't know if the stop on it, I have no idea if it's perfectly straight or, I don't know. But I think it is. It seems to be. But anyway, that's just how I make things. Everything is completely done by hand. So, my hinges are somewhere. Here's my hinges. See, these screws that I showed, that big bag of screws goes to this big bag of stuff. So when I start using them, I'm gonna run out of screws. There's one. There's one. And I'm gonna put these like this instead of like that, just because doing it this way, that's going to be so difficult. Just eyeballing and using my hands, that's going to be pretty difficult. So I'm going to put these on and show you what it looks like when I'm done. I think the hinges are probably one of the only pieces that I go through. I go with a nail and I'll go where the screw's supposed to be. And I'll kind of put a dent. That thing ain't even sharp. It's alright. We'll use this screw. But I kind of put a little dent in where I want the screws to go. That way it kind of gives the point of my screw a place to sit. Sometimes I can get it started by hand. It does not want to cooperate. So we have to get this in here. You know, these screws don't always tighten completely up. I can keep screwing this in and it'll keep spinning, keep spinning, keep spinning. It happens with all the boxes I make. I mean, everything's on there. It's not coming off, but they're not long, so they don't have a lot of wood to grip onto really. So anyway, I've got that screw in. I'm gonna put the next one in, and I'm gonna do the other hinge, and I'll be back. All right, I've got these put on the lid now. I've got these hinges put on the lid, and next thing is just to attach them to the box here. But I want to get it lined up, and then screw them down on there. I put this one on about as far away from this corner protector as I wanted to, and then I kind of eyeballed this other one. And you know, the reason I eyeball things, I mean, if I was to sit here and measure from here to here and then get this other one exactly like this one and make it perfect to the 8th or to the 16th, you know, it's not, everything has a part of me in it, you know, that I make, and just eyeballing things is just another part of that to me. If you have a machine or a tool doing everything for you, what are you really doing? You really didn't make anything. Your tools did it for you. So the things I'm doing, I try to do everything completely by hand or by eyesight. And I've only got one eye, you know. I've got one eye. This one right here, I cut in half with a box cutter when I was 18. I've still got my actual eye, you know, but I can't see anything out of it. I've got no depth perception. I can't see 3D. You know, when you go to the movies and see those 3D movies, I can't see none of that. So the last 3D I saw was when you had to wear those glasses and one side was red and the other side was blue. Or was it green? Blue? I think it was blue. But yeah, so when I say I eyeball things, I literally eyeball things. I've got one of them, so. Anyway, I'm gonna get this on the box and then I'll be back. I dropped a screw on the ground. I took this little magnet. I just got this, and look at this nail that I found. Thing is old. Did somebody else do woodwork right here where I'm at? That's crazy. I may use that in something. Just to have an old nail in something I made. But found some pieces of nails. 2 of them. And I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and the screw that I lost was bronze, so I found 10 silver screws. I did drop a bag of silver screws here months ago, and I thought I had them all picked up, but there's probably more down there. I'm sure I didn't get them all. And then I found this big old screw, and a screwdriver bit for a drill, which I'm sure is mine that I lost. Anyway, back to it. I'm almost done. I'm gonna get this attached to the box. Alright, last one. Okay. So, it's nice and flush. See, this side goes in a little bit. You can see that. The part, and this right here goes over. This goes over this a little bit. So, what I'll do is I'll just kind of shift it over just a little bit. Now we're good on the sides. And right here in the front, we'll put our latch. And it's got a little bit of a gap. As you can see, right there. It's not a gap, it's where the lid is a little bit shorter. That's actually going to be okay because, as you can see, it's raised up back here. That's okay because we're going to have felt, I don't know what you call them, these little felt circles that go on, and it's going to raise the box up about like that. And it's also going to make it to where the latch will latch tightly. God, it is windy out here. Man. So now we want to get our latch put on. So I've only got, I don't know how many came with this. Here's the bottom part. Oh man, look. I didn't know it came with these. Gosh, that would look so much better on this box. That would look killer on this box. There's the top, there's the bottom. What is that? Oh! I guess that's another bottom, so that's my middle piece. No, wait. No, I've got two. That's why I thought it was different. Look at... Oh, okay, never mind. I took two of these out. But man, these hinges, I might have to put these hinges on. That's a lot nicer. I forgot that I even got these. I mean, look at the difference. Look how much better that'll look. Yeah, I think that'll look a lot better. So, we're going to take these hinges off. I'm going to put these hinges on. Well, that's a pity. As much as I love these hinges, I'm going to have to skip it. Because, you know, the decoration's on the outside. The other side's just flat. It goes up against the wood. So, if I put these on, then whenever you open the lid, it's going to open and your lid's just going to keep on going. It lays flat the wrong way. It's supposed to do that and stay open a little bit. So I would, if I screwed it on there with the decorative part against the wood, and you tried to open the box, the lid isn't going to lay on the back of the box. This hinge is made wrong. Both of them. They're made wrong. Golly. I swear. You had one job, dude. Guy who does this and puts these together. You had one job. Wonder if I could take it apart and fix it. I don't know, man. That's a bummer. Does anybody know where I can get American-made stuff? I mean, this made in China. This Chinese crap. Just... Let me put my hinge back on. We're gonna go over here and put my hinge back on. I can't even talk. You know, I was thinking that hinge may not be made wrong. I may just put these. I may just put hinges on different than I'm supposed to, but I want, whenever I open the lid, I want the lid to stay open a little bit, just like that. I don't want it to go all the way and lay flat. And if I was to put these on exactly like I'm supposed to, which would be for this part, that ridge to be on the outside, it would just, the box lid would lay flat. So if I turn them around, then you open it up, it does like that, and it stays up, it stays open. So anyway, it may be made right and it's just me, but I mean, it doesn't do what I needed to do. So all right, hinges are on now for the latch. Sorry, I had to have some music. Anyway, this latch is gonna go on like this. So I'm gonna do the top first. And again, I'll just eyeball it. Looks about right. Where's my screw? Put my marks where I want my screws to go. Okay. Alright, so get a screwdriver. Magnetic screwdriver is what you want for these little tiny screws. It helps tremendously. I mean, I don't think I could do this without it. Where'd my marks go? There they are. I'm gonna put my screws in. Push that a little bit. Get it going. It's alright if that hangs. Not a biggie. Nothing I can do about it really anyway. Uh-oh. It's a little harder. Alright, so I don't want that to go all the way in. Not just yet. Get another one. Put it on my screwdriver. Watch it fall off. That's important. Okay. Alright, so anyway. Line it up. Put it on that little dent that I made. I'm gonna invest in me a electric screwdriver, I think. I don't know. So anyway, that look in the middle. Let me see. That could look better. That could look better. I got one side up further than the other. So I'll take that old timing screw. That thing is sharp on the end. I might have to do this over here. Right there. It's gonna be tough. It's right beside that other hole. But we're gonna try. Right there. I'm gonna pick it up a little bit. Does it look alright? Does it look even? Hell no. No, it does not. How's that? Okay. I'm gonna screw them a little bit. Let me get this level, I'll be back. Alright, so it's the perfect time to show you little tips and tricks that I have learned over the years. So now I've got it even, right? But I took this screw out, and that hole is a little higher than I need it to be. I need the hole to be right below the hole that's in there. So, look around on the ground. We'll find an old piece of wood. Like this. And what you do, you just take it, push it in that hole, and break it off. If you can do it twice, that'd be great. So just push it in that hole, break it off, and plug that hole up. And then make your mark, make your hole, whatever. Oh man, that's gonna be tough. That is gonna be tough. I need it right there. Come on. I don't want that screw to slip over to that other hole. Yes. All right, check it out. Perfectly centered. I eyeballed it, so I mean it may not be. It looks perfectly centered. I bet the bottom of this box is getting all kinds of. Yeah, it is. There's oil here or something. What did I do? So now we're gonna take this, line it up. Which I cannot do from this angle. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna line it up where it needs to be, but I gotta keep in mind those felt dots that I'm gonna put on here. I'll show you in a minute, but they're gonna have this open about like that. So I gotta keep that in mind. So let me do this, and I'll come back and show you what that looks like. All right, it's on. This right here goes down. You move this out of the way, and then it pushes through the hole like that. Problem is, this thing has a little piece on the back that makes it touch. I'll just show you. It's got that thing. I want this to go further in, so I'm gonna take some sandpaper and I'm gonna sand that down a little bit. I don't know if I can do it by hand or if I need my sander here. Let's find out. Sometimes when they make these things, there's pieces of metal that stick out. There we go. That's a lot better. All right. Let's get to the legs. Man, it's gonna storm. All right, so the legs that I've picked out, since I'm doing the deer antler, I wish I had like some deer heads. I know I've seen some online that were like reindeer. Even that would be okay, but I don't have that. But I do have animal. It's an animal, so it'll look good. It'll look fine. So how this works, put that on the corner, and then you put a screw right there, a screw right there, and then 2 screws on the bottom right there. I'm gonna do that and put these all the way around. And I'll come back and show you what that looks like. Alright, oh shoot. I'm almost done. On the second leg, foot, whatever you want to call it. 2 more to go. So, almost done. Alright, it's been like 15 minutes. I know you got no concept of the time is passing for me, but I went through 3 different feet, and here's a problem. They didn't look how I wanted them to. They gotta be perfect. I want them perfect. But anyway, the feet are on. Now our box, our nice little lock box, is starting to take shape. And you see the gap right there and not right here. I'm about to fix that. So people open their boxes. Oh, and another thing I was telling you about, the reason I put the hinges on the way I do is when you open it, it doesn't fold all the way back. So you got none of this hitting your box. Over time, it's going to leave a mark, rub and rub and rub. So that's why I do it the way I do it. So these are the things I was talking about. And you know, because whenever you get it, when it shuts, it just slams. So I forget what these are called. It's just escaping me right now what these are called. These little felt dots. What I'll do, I'll put them right here. And I hope they don't take my video down because I got like music in the background. They don't try to say it's like copyright law or some crap. Surely not. Because I can't redo this video. So anyway. So now, got that gap on both sides.